Jeffrey Lord, who served as an advisor in the Reagan administration and a contributing editor for the American Spectator. Marc Rudov is a branding advisor to CEOs and Newsmax columnists. Both of them join us live. Jeff, let me go to you on that. So breaking that down, and I know that was a lot, but it appears that that is the newest information, that there were agreements made. There were concessions made, some of those bringing up the term limits for a vote, ending the COVID public health emergency, balancing the budget over 10 years, spending cuts, limiting, or rather only needing one member of Congress to come up for a vote in terms of speaker. Talk to me about this and what you're seeing right now. This seems to be that McCarthy is giving now what appears to be even more. Your thoughts, Jeff?
Well, one of the things Kilmeny mentioned, Congressman Scott Perry of Pennsylvania. Scott, it just so happens, is my congressman, and I know him well. He's the head of the Freedom Caucus. He is a very principled guy. He is not going to, cave for the sake of caving. So I'm not surprised that they're starting to get some agreements on different things, because Scott is a very persuasive guy, and he would be able to hold other members and to the cause. And one of the things I should say, I'm at CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference in Palm Beach, Florida. And as we were discussing shortly before I came on with you, in 1975 at the first or second CPAC, the speaker was former California Governor Ronald Reagan, who said that we had to become a party of bold colors and not pale pastels. That's what people are about here, and I think that's what this caucus is about in Washington, and I think they're trying to make the entire conference stick to that.
Marc, let me ask you, with your background in branding and marketing, does the GOP have a challenge at hand when it comes to how they present themselves to voters who wanted them to represent them in Washington?
Well, specifically, Kevin McCarthy he violated the central tenet of branding: know your audience. The laundry list of concessions that Kilmeny just read, that should have been decided before the first vote, not before the 12th vote. If Kevin McCarthy had gone to the 20 holdouts before the first vote to say, here's what I'm going to offer you, will you vote for me? He would have known before looking like a disgraced schmuck in front of the world. First vote, second vote, third vote, fourth vote. It's ridiculous. Kevin McCarthy has never had a job. He's a career politician, and he has the entitlement of a career politician. He moved into the speaker's office before being elected. He said that it's not where you start, it's where you finish. That's ridiculous. In golf, if you're on a par 5 hole and you hit a 100-yard drive off the tee, you're not going to end up in a very good place. So where you start matters. It also gives you gravity with your peers. Also, the other thing, too, is that Donald Trump has doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on supporting him, and it has not moved the needle at all. So Trump really doesn't have any influence anymore. So the whole thing is very embarrassing. And what kind of a speaker is Kevin McCarthy going to be if he can't negotiate all of this before the voting begins?
Final thoughts to Jeffrey Lord, again, as we move towards a 12th round of voting here. What we asked earlier is, and you can respond how you'd like, but earlier we spoke with one of the congressional leaders, and he said, hey, there's a lot, we're not getting anything done, and we can't get anything done. We can't deliver on 86ing the 87,000 IRS agents. We can't get the oversight committees and the investigations going until this happens. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Marc is 100% right. All of this should have been settled before there was vote number 1. And Kevin McCarthy should have known what he had to do and get it done. He didn't do that. And now this has become this sort of embarrassing craziness here. I believe, what are we on, vote number 12 here at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, this is unbelievable. And that, sadly, is indicative of the leadership. And that's just not good.
So this is looking into the crystal ball. Marc, your predictions of who's going to emerge as Speaker of the House?
I don't know. It all depends on what the 20 holdouts are going to do. If they're not in line with this, then this is going to go on forever. Finally, Kevin McCarthy's going to have to pull out, and they're going to have to get somebody in there who can actually get 218 votes. I have no crystal ball. I don't know. This is a circus.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Jeffrey Lord, Marc Rudov, thank you very much. We appreciate that. A lot to talk about there.